Y como siempre le prometí a la Virgen, y ya está preparado el lugar, quiero ser enterrado en Santa María Mayor.
The Pope is dead.
Imagine this. It's the middle of Lent, a season of fasting, prayer, and penance for over 1 billion Catholics worldwide. When the Vatican drops a bombshell, Pope Francis has passed away. What happens next? Does Lent come to a screeching halt? Does the Catholic Church hit pause? Or does something ancient, mysterious, and extraordinary unfold? In this video, we're peeling back the curtain on the Vatican's secret rituals, the shadowy conclave, and what it all means if the Pope dies during this solemn season. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild ride into history, tradition, and faith. Stick around to the end for a mind-blowing possibility, and don't forget to smash the like button if you're ready to dive in. First things first, the moment Pope Francis dies, whether during Lent or any other time, the Vatican springs into action. A doctor confirms the death, but tradition demands something more dramatic. The Camerlengo, right now, that's Cardinal Kevin Farrell, steps up, dressed in crimson robes, and calls out the Pope's baptismal name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 3 times, tapping his forehead with a silver hammer. No response? The Pope's death is official, and the clock starts ticking. Next, the Pope's fisherman's ring, a gold band engraved with his name and St. Peter's image, is ceremonially smashed with that same hammer to prevent anyone forging papal documents. His private apartments are locked and sealed with wax, and the Vatican enters seat vacanti. The seat is vacant for 9 days. A mourning period called the Novendiali fills St. Peter's with masses, prayers, and the tolling of bells. Now, here's where Lent makes it wild. This season's already drenched in sacrifice and reflection. Imagine Pope Francis passing on Ash Wednesday. When Catholics are marked with ashes, or Good Friday, when the Church mourns Christ's crucifixion, the Pope's death would layer an extra veil of solemnity over an already heavy season, almost like the universe is sending a message. 4 to 6 days later, the Pope's funeral unfolds in St. Peter's Square, drawing millions, both in person and online. Normally, it's a grand affair, led by the Dean of the College of Cardinals, with the Pope's body displayed on a raised platform. But Pope Francis? He's rewriting the script. He's asked for simplicity. No fancy setup, just a plain wooden coffin lined with zinc, and instead of a Vatican tomb, he wants to rest at Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica, a nod to his devotion to Mary. Timing matters here. If he dies early in Lent, say, mid-February, the Novendiali might wrap up before Holy Week kicks off. But if it's later, like Holy Thursday, the mourning could bleed into the holiest days of the year. Picture this. Good Friday, with its focus on Christ's death, paired with a papal funeral mass, 2 profound losses echoing each other. The air would feel thick with meaning. And here's a twist. Pope Francis has said he wants his funeral to reflect humility. Could that simplicity inspire Catholics during Lent's call to strip away excess? It's a question worth pondering. About 15 to 20 days after the death, the real drama begins. The College of Cardinals, around 120 voters under age 80, locks themselves in the Sistine Chapel for the conclave. No phones, no internet, just prayer, voting, and Michelangelo's Last Judgment staring down at them. They cast ballots up to 4 times a day, burning them after each round. Black smoke if there's no winner, white smoke if a new pope's chosen. Here's the Lent kicker. This has happened before. Pope Francis himself was elected on March 13, 2013, smack in the middle of Lent. If he died during Lent, we could see black smoke rising during Holy Week's processions, or white smoke bursting out on Palm Sunday, or even Easter Sunday itself. History backs this up. Pope Pius VIII was elected during Lent in 1829. Imagine the symbolism, the world glued to that chimney, Catholics deep in Lenten prayer, and the conclave's tension amplifying the season's spiritual stakes. It'd be like a cosmic chess game playing out in real time. For everyday Catholics, Lent is about soul-searching and gearing up for Easter. A pope's death wouldn't derail that. It'd crank it up to 11. The Church doesn't pause Lent. It marches on, with the cardinals steering the ship until a new pope emerges. But let's play this out. If Pope Francis dies late in Lent, the Novendiali could crash into Easter's joy. Easter Sunday is all about resurrection and renewal. Could mourning a pope dampen that? Not officially, but it'd hit different emotionally. Here's the flip side. If a new pope's elected by Easter, like white smoke on Resurrection Sunday, it could feel like the church itself is reborn alongside Christ. Talk about chills. Historically, a papal transition during Lent is rare, but when it aligns with Easter, it's hard not to see it as a sign of something bigger. So, if Pope Francis died during Lent, the church would lean on its ancient playbook. Mourning, a humble funeral, a conclave, all woven into Lent's rhythm. It'd be a once-in-a-lifetime collision of faith and history. What do you think? Would a new pope on Easter Sunday feel divinely timed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if this deep dive got your gears turning, hit that like button and subscribe. I've got more wild topics coming your way. See you next time.